Good afternoon and good evening. Welcome to Ongaku to You, the podcast where three friends come together and break down what's new in the Japanese music industry. This is the podcast for the week of June 8th, 2018. I'm your host, Ken, and with me we have Luna.
Good evening, afternoon, and morning, everyone. I did that a little backwards.
And Gray.
What's up, dudes?
Sup? How have we been lately? Let's start with you, Luna.
Busy, and it's been insanely crazy lately, just in general with work. So even though I quit my second job, it's done. But just my other job has taken a lot of my time, so I haven't got to listen to as much as I wanted. But other than that, pretty good. Going broke with all these good releases coming out, which we'll talk about later because I feel like I just spent a whole paycheck on concerts and CDs. Yeah, not fun.
And you, Gray?
It's been a good week. Busy. I stay broke. I don't have money to spend on concerts and CDs, so you can feel my jealousy just flowing through.
I
The
shouldn't.
internet.
Some of it was wedding stuff, but some of it went to my passion.
I mean, sometimes you gotta treat yourself. I mean, you get burnt out if you just like going to work, earning a paycheck, and coming home. Like, you gotta treat yourself. But right now, it's
You
just
need toys.
yeah, it's like you gotta enjoy life a little bit. Right
Yes.
now, things are good for me. I joined a team at work. My team leader might be listening, so hello. Um, but other than that, it's just wake up, go into work, come back home, eat, go into work. It's good. What about you, Ken?
I've been okay. I did some major cleaning that in my house, and I reorganized my entire shelf. So right next to me in my, I guess, my business den, I have just a huge book catalog of all my Star Wars books and all my comics and all my Green Arrow stuff.
Nice.
And my picture of Yellow Buster right next to me for personal
Ooh.
reasons.
Well, I am recording in the CD room tonight, so I am surrounded by all my Japanese CDs. It's lovely.
But yeah, I mean, and with that, let's continue on to what we've been listening to. Let's start with you, Gray.
This week I have been listening to mostly Keyakizaka 46. I bought another single EP, so that's like 4 out of 6 now that I own. I'm working my way through their catalog backwards, just because I started with Garasu Owale, and I've just been going in that order. So the one I just bought was Futari Saisen. Um,
Yeah.
don't It's two people something. I don't know what Saisen means, but yeah, it's pretty good. I've been enjoying that. That's mostly what I've been listening to this week. Every once in a blue moon, I'll break out the radio, and I didn't do it today, but I was contemplating going back and listening to some Scandal because it's been 2 months since I played any of their music, and I'm like, I feel like a bad fan because I've almost abandoned the quadra that really started all this. So um but like I said, I haven't done that quite yet. Maybe sometime in the near future, but right now, mostly Kiyakizaki 46. Um, I'll probably start listening to Utada within the next day or two, just to start ramping up for our Utada special. And that's pretty much it.
Yes, which will take place on the 29th of this month. So look forward to that.
I gotta remember it because I
And
think I
with
ask
you,
every other day.
Yeah.
I do
And
too if
with
it
you,
makes you
Luna?
feel better. So, oh my gosh, I haven't been listening to as much as I wanted, but I was getting through a lot of the CDs I got from Kyoryusai Sai Hunter. Correct? I did say that right, right?
Yeah, Kyoryu
Kyoryu
Hunter.
Hunter.
Yeah.
Kyoryu Hunter. I keep seeing.
I,
I think because I keep looking at Kyoryu Hunter's Instagram and it's a different name, so I keep confusing myself. But
His
I was
Twitter is
listening.
Kyoryu side too.
Yeah, that's why. So I've been listening to a lot of the ones he got. He got me like Dreams ID album, which I freaking love. Arc Days is like my favorite song on that album. I also love Woe I Need, and Kotokumi's Driving Hit 6 is like the best remix album. I am still addicted to it because it's so many great remixes back to back. But I got through some of those. I also went back and listened to Boa's Watashi Kono Mama de I no Kana, which I did a review on. If you guys want to check it out on her website, it's such a great album. Re-listening to it again, it's a very solid album. I've also been listening to her last name's so hard to say. Rio Ieri. So I got her first album, Leo, and I love it. And the single that got me into her was called Bless You, and I love that single, so I blind bought her Leo album, which is amazing. And I'm like a huge fan of her now. And now I want to get the rest of her discography because I really love her voice. She sounds like a combination of Miwa and Yui and Ayaka. If all three of them had a baby, they had a threesome and had a baby, which is impossible, that's what she'd sound like. So I really like her album. And I did start listening to Utada. I got through a couple of Utada albums, and I even listened to her first album, which is under Cubic U. And it does not sound like Utada, which I will get into on our actual podcast. But I listened to Cubic U's album. I listened to First Love. I listened to Distance. And I'm on Deep River right now. So I will have a lot to say in the podcast when we talk about it. Utada special, because I got a lot of favorite songs I like. And I can probably tell you what my favorite album is.
You have the three albums I don't own and haven't heard. Just as an FYI.
Oh wow.
I
own all her old stuff.
I've got Ultra Blue, Heart Station, Phantome, and I pre-ordered Hatsukoi, but I do not have her first three albums.
First Love, I have. Let's see. I have First Love, Deep River, Distance, Cubic U, and Heart Station. And I also have Exodus, and This Is the One. I'm not looking forward to re-listening to Exodus. Just saying. I love This Is the One, but I've been trying to get my Utada on in order, and Heart Station came in last week, which made me excited.
I liked Heart Station's a good album.
So I'm excited about listening to it, and also you can really hear how her style changes from Cubic U until like each album. I feel like she has a style change, and her vocals, change a little bit as well. But we'll get into that in the next podcast. I need to stop talking about it because I'm going to spoil it.
Well,
that's mainly like what I've been
like
listening to this week, and I did get some Ayumi Hamazaki out because when I was doing my list of CDs I own, I started re-listening to her I Am album and Rainbow album, which are such good albums. So that's a lot of random stuff. But what about you, Ken?
I've been listening to my usual stuff mostly because it's just in my playlist and I listen to it every day at work. And that is my Juicy playlist for you. Great.
Oh, I love Juicy.
I did get Suzuki Adi's new album, Do Me a Favor. It's really good. I highly recommend it. Since we don't cover albums anymore, I'll just talk more about albums now. I also got Bypath by Ink, which is 2 weeks ago, our indie corner, I guess, that we did a coverage on. I really like their mini album, so I bought the actual album that they produced, Bypass. It's really good. I'd highly recommend it. And I'm listening to a lot more stuff indie side, more so for our indie corner stuff. And I finally made my decision to go to Japan during July. So I'm looking forward to
Congratulations.
that, and hopefully I can. Yeah, well, it was a double-edged sword, and we'll talk more about that in the news. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
just a couple
It
other
was a
stuff.
double-edged sword when you made the decision, but the day after, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I also got Straightener's new album, Future Soundtrack, which is really good. And just a couple other stuff. I did get Neighbors Complaints stuff. Their new single dropped on Apple Music. I might pick up the physical cut because it's going to be available later on. So it's interesting. But yeah, nothing too much. Just a lot of stuff here and there, and my usual stuff. Oh, and Bang Dream, just all the time now.
Bang dreaming.
Yep. And with that, let's go into some news. And the reason why I said that me choosing Japan was a double-edged sword is the fact that Bushiroad just announced the full track list for their cover CDs that's going to be released at the end of this month, which is the 27th, I believe. It's called the Bang Dream Girls Band Party Cover Collection Volume 1. And it will include about 12 songs total. So they will have songs like Ready, Steady, Go, and the song from, what was it? The Gurren Lagann anime. I'm blanking on the name right now.
Nakagawa Shoko. It's Soda Iro Days.
Yeah, it's that one, and I believe they did the ending also, like something Exodus or something like that.
I don't remember the
I'm
opening and
really-
ending to that.
Oh, I forgot, man, and I just watched Gurren Lagann not too long ago. I know Shoko did a lot of songs for Gurren Lagann, and her CD is where I can't get to it right now. Wait, no,
Yeah.
she's SH. Shoko. I did she do the ending theme? I think she did.
I thought she did. Well, if not, then the opening for it. I know it's.
Yeah,
one
I
of
know
the
she
songs
did
that they
Soda
did.
Iro Days.
Yeah.
Aha.
I don't remember.
I'm making a mess right now. Like trying to get to her album that was on, and I forgot how tight my CDs are in their things. You guys might see a video soon of all Luna's huge, crazy collection.
Whoa. just a lot of it, right?
I think. Oh yeah, Happily Ever After. I think was one of the ending themes. If not, it was an insert song.
Let's see. She did Sora Iro Days. They did so for the up till episode 16, or actually I would say 15, because 16's entirely skippable. It was the first verse of the song, and then after episode starting at 17, they did the second verse. And the ending theme is Underground by High Voltage. For the first 15 episodes, and then Happily Ever After by Shoko. Yeah, starts at episode 16.
Yep.
And if you've not seen Gurren Lagann, you can totally skip episode 16.
Yeah, it's just a filler.
It's
I didn't skip it, but
it's a weird episode because it's like it's also they did like a little bit of like behind the scenes stuff with like I don't know. I watched like the first 5 minutes of it. I'm like, oh, I see what this is. Skip. Went to the next episode. Like I didn't care. I was more vested in the story, which has a incredibly disappointing ending. I like Gurren Lagann's one of those shows where the ending, in my humble opinion, is so bad it actually undoes the entire series. I hate the ending so much. Like all the good work that it did just undermine it in that crappy ending. I was like, So I'm like, it's good up until like
But
the
yeah.
last episode. Then I don't care.
But yeah, also with the collection, they announced something for Anime Expo, which is one of the singers from Bang Dream, one of the seiyus is actually going to be there. Her name is let me bring up the name. It is Aina Aba, which is the voice of Yukina, the main singer for Rosalia. She's going to be there. And Rosalia is the band that I really like out of Bang Dream. And they announced this the day after I bought the ticket.
Uh,
So, yeah, I've chosen poorly.
no.
Well, hey, you still win. You're going to Japan.
Yes,
Like,
I am going to Japan, and I will enjoy the Jump Music Fiesta. I'm going to tell you that much.
Are you going to drag
I'm
Nohei?
jealous. You get to see Leo.
I'm probably not going to drag Nohei for this. I'll probably go by myself, mostly because I want to get shots that I need to take. So
yeah.
expect a vlog video on the YouTube channel. So yeah, I will be
tell Karen I
updating
said
that
hi.
during my stay. Yeah, of course I will say hi. There might be a chance I might not be on that episode too, mostly just internet wise, and the only reason I have a place to stay is I'll be staying with our other friend in Japan. And I don't know if you would mind me talking for 2 hours about music in English.
Yeah, I don't know. Also,
But he likes to speak in English, though.
Oh, he loves to speak in English. But I don't know if he'd want to hear
I
you
don't
talk.
talk to him in English.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I speak to him straight in Japanese.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I text to him in English, but I talk to him straight in Japanese.
Also, you'd have to be up at like 7 o'clock in the morning. Do you want to be up that early?
I'm up at 5 every morning for work. So, and I'm gonna probably be hella jet lagged too. So,
not a problem. Enjoy Nihon. And I might, if I can't find something, I might have you search for some stuff for me. I'm just joking.
Yes. But yeah, continuing on to some news. The Billboard Japan had released their mid-year rankings. And oh boy, your best friend is on this list. And
No,
your
he's
best
not.
friend's song is also on this list, Gray.
Oh Lord. No. No. I mean, again, I don't hate this song. I don't see the appeal. And I think that's where my indifference for this just grows, because it's just like, yeah, whatever. like I'm looking at songs on this list that are far superior, in my humble opinion. Like Twice. Like TT should be way higher than what it is. The
it was released last year, so
Shape of You is number 16. So. That shouldn't even be on this list. I don't like Ed Sheeran.
But yeah, and the list is going to be number 1 is Kenshi Yonezu as the number 1 top artist, and the Hot 100 number 1 song is Lemon. You know, after hearing it over and over at work, because I hear it on a daily occasion because of my playlist, it's starting to grow on me. Yeah. That's the only thing I can say of it.
Well, but I was watching
the younger people kind of like it. They hum along, and because they just hear all the music that I play.
I mean, it's got a good musical sense to it, but I was watching a YouTube video the other day, and the guy said in the YouTube video, I'm like, if you have to hear the song multiple times just to remotely enjoy it, was it a good song to begin with? And I'm like, he's got a good point there. I don't, like I said, like I don't hate Lemon. It's not a bad song. Like it's a perfectly decent song. I just don't get the love and outpouring that people have for this song. Because I'm like, number 2 is a far better song in my personal opinion. Number 2, in fact, in my opinion, should be easily number 1. Although I will say that I like the 17th song more than the number 2 song. But I can live with.
Well, let's dissect the list just a little bit more.
Yeah.
So the artists for number 2 is Twice and BTS. So Korea just took that list from the top 2 and 3. And number 4 it is Kizaki Kaya 46.
Woohoo!
And number 5 is Nami.
Of course.
Number 6 is Nogizaka. Number 7 is AKB 48. Number 8 is Hoshino Gen. Number 9 is our boys Wanima.
Woo! Woo!
And number 10 is One OK Rock.
Oh, that's surprising. But they did have a new
Yes.
album out last year.
I was gonna say, like, we talked about them once.
Yeah. So we talked about them once, and they haven't really put out anything. They've been tying stuff with their singles, but nothing much of a release that I've looked at, and I've checked the news almost daily just to pick apart stuff. Just a couple things of notes here. Little Glee Monster is number 20. 18 is Arashi. Ed Sheeran is the only American. Well, I guess if you want to cheat, Utari Karu is also, I guess, an American too with number 13.
Are you telling me Ed
is number
Sheeran
17.
is more popular than Little Glee Monster?
Yes.
I give
So
up
they
in life.
play that
There's no
song.
place for me in this world.
They play.
There's
They
no
play
place for me
that
in this
song
world.
like over and over and over. I don't even know what that's Ed Sheeran.
I don't either because
Shape of
I
You.
know what it sounds like, but I'm not a fan of it.
It's Shape of You.
They play it over and over and over.
And I have a morning radio program I listen to, and one of the hosts on there, he's a huge Ed Sheeran fan. Even he doesn't like Shape of You, and he's like, I don't get why people love this song so much. I'm like, oh, you're
Oh,
asking?
that song. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in love with the Shape of You.
Oh, shoot me now. I know what song it is. They played that at Bed Bath & Beyond. That was one of the 5 songs we played. Pardon my French. I tried so hard to be good, and I wanted to blow my brains out every time I heard that
they
song.
won't hear it.
horrible.
I
I like how everyone's laughing. Like, we knew she'd say it. We knew she'd say it.
It's always a matter of time. That's why I never record without
Yeah.
pen and paper. That's okay. They won't hear the F bomb.
So continue on to the top 10 songs. Obviously, number 1 was Lemon. Number 2 was Glass of Water, which is not surprising because of the amount of times it has shown up on the Oricon physical list.
So
Now, Lemon has showed up
good.
an amazing amount of times on the digital and single sales list, but for
Yeah.
single sales physical release, Glass of Water has been sticking with that on the Oricon chart fairly consecutively.
I think it's because she has the Kaneda cosplay down to a T. I'm like, yeah, I can see why this is selling so well. Because
Just only that, huh?
people, well, the 2020 is around the corner. The Olympics are going to be in Japan. Like the craving for a good live action Akira movie it exists. So, this might be the closest thing we get. I'm telling you. Mark my words.
What you talking about? Isn't there going to be a movie star in Keanu Reeves?
If they did, they're talking about that for Cowboy Bebop.
That was Cowboy Bebop, and like the live action
Yeah.
Akira movie has been in development since 2004. Like the
It's
budget
not-
to
it-
make
well,
the
they did-
movie just
I don't
isn't
think it's
there.
going to happen in this lifetime. It's not something meant to be live action.
Well,
talking
that's
about?
my
That's what they said about Ghost in the Shell too.
yeah,
Oh, don't get me started on that. I have some not so nice opinions to say about that movie.
I enjoyed that movie because it could have been way worse, and that was kind of the standard I walked in that movie was like it could be way worse. So I wound up enjoying it. But no, there's also going to be a live action Your Name movie. Who the heck wants to see that?
Hey man, I am a fan of all those lens flares that are gonna be in that movie now. Because if you guys don't know, our good friend and filmmaker, what was his name? I can't even
J.J.
remember his
Abrams?
name.
J.J.
J.J.
Abrams.
Abrams is going to direct that movie, and
Yeah.
I can't wait for all the lens flares.
Yep.
I'm like-
Hey, that's perfect because that show has a lot of, in a way, you know. But yeah, as soon as you said lens flares, I knew J.J. Abrams.
Well, Michael
So-
Bay is kind of known for it
But
too.
yeah, continuing on with the list here. Number 3 was Hoshino Gen's Doraemon, which is very surprisingly because
That's a
besides
cute
the
song.
2 weeks that I've seen it on the Oricon, I have heard nothing of this song. I
think
didn't.
it's-
Well, then again, I didn't really check the digitals all too often.
Yeah, it's like I
But
think
it
it's a
sold
bigger
fairly
digital.
well digitally.
I think it's much bigger digital. And it's a cute song, and I mean it's Doraemon. I mean it's Japan. It's Doraemon. I mean, I like they go hand in hand. It's like Americans and hot dogs. Like it's just like it's gonna be a big song no matter what. But it's cute and fun. And I like it.
But yeah, number 4 was Synchronicity, which is
Woo-hoo!
really nice. Number 5 was Candy Pop by Twice.
Of all the Twice songs I've heard,
do-do-do.
Candy Pop's my least favorite. I will be honest. I like Wake Me Up in TT way more. But I do like Candy Pop too.
Jamba Ja made number 9.
Yes. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm sorry.
And our favorite song, Mic Drop, made number 10.
Well, they dropped the mic.
That
And
song
with
is
that, let's
so
move
popular.
on to the albums. Yeah, I have no idea why that song's that popular.
Yeah.
But yeah, number 1 is Finally, which is a very, very understandable because, like I
Oh, yeah.
said on the article, it probably sold close to 2 million already.
Oh yeah.
Probably did, and I just haven't been keeping up with sales numbers. With number 2 being Bokutachi wa Anohi Yuake o Shiteiru by AKB48, which is the number 2 album, and Bootleg by Kenshi no Yonezu as number 3. I'm very, very sad because I really wanted number 4 to be number 3, which is our boy Hugh Jackman with The Greatest
Oh.
Showman. I'm very sad about that.
Yeah.
But what's really funny is number 5 is Wanima with Everybody.
Yes. That's a
Yummy
good song.
actually
That's
made
a
it by Kiss My Feet 2 at number 9. And The Best by Kinky Kids is also at number 8. That's just a couple of things of note there that I've seen. But overall, what do you guys think of this list?
It makes sense after, following the Oricon for, a good while. I can see how a lot of those made it. We've seen a lot of those artists chart and, top. We've seen Twice top. We've seen, even though we weren't a fan of Mic Drop, that everyone loved Mic Drop.
I think
But
we're like
seeing
the
this,
few that hated
it's
it.
kind
Yeah.
of Lemon, we knew it was going to be number 1 because that one was selling like hotcakes,
Yeah.
So, I mean, the list is actually pretty accurate. I might have, there might be things I don't like on it, but it does show the sales very well and what's popular or what's been
Yeah.
popular.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
glad Namie made it, though.
I mean, your favorite song's rarely number 1. I think that's just standard for the course. I'm more interested to see the year end one on this one just because I mean this is like right like Teacher was like right after this list, and like at the end of the year I would be stupefied if Teacher's not on this list.
Yeah.
So I'm more interested to see how
Well,
it's going to
then
look in
again-
December, in like January of next year. So
With Teacher being on this list, I wonder if they'll just go by popularity instead of sales numbers, because there was that article that there was like trash bags upon trash bags worth of teacher copies.
I
because
didn't get to
people
read
were
that
just buying
article.
it to get into the Senbatsu. But
Yep.
like I said, I was afraid that was going to happen anyway, because it's always been like that. Because people like, how do you think that guy? What if he had done with the 100,000 copies worth of CDs just to get tickets? Yeah.
Sell them to book off. I would have done
Sell them
that.
to book but even so, they would probably only take it like 50 cents because those new CDs are only worth $2.
Yeah, better
I
than
mean,
throwing
but
them
it's still
out.
better than throwing them out.
I mean, he
Yeah.
could have also put them up on eBay. Like, I imagine there's some people out there that, like me, who's not really interested in the Senbatsu ticket. I'm not going to be able to vote. Like, I'll take it without the Senbatsu ticket. I'd buy one off of them.
Technically, we all are able to vote. We can buy it internationally too.
Mm-hmm.
The site is mostly just whatever's. You would just have to plug in a code. It's not like it's region. Only if it was the handshake event, then they'll kind of be questioning you.
No, the girls can come to Charlotte, North Carolina. Like that's perfectly fine. Like, I can't afford to go there and meet you guys, but you can fly over here. You sold 1.5 million. You can afford a plane trip to Charlotte to shake my hand and leave. Like, that's fine.
What's funny is they're going to Anime Expo. Well, Team 8 is for AKB is going to Anime Expo. That's another reason why I kind of wanted to go. So
I
yeah.
guess AKB48's looking outside their borders more.
Just a little.
Well, they get a lot of international fans. They get a huge international fan base, so it's not surprising.
And
yeah.
This wouldn't be the only time they've gone to AX. This would be their second or third year, if I remember correctly. They went, like, I want to say 5-6 years ago, right when at the peak of their popularity, they went to AX. I wanted to go so badly.
I don't blame you. At all.
No job, no money, so.
Yep.
But yeah, with that, I'm just going to talk about some Shishamo news because I did 2 articles on them. They dropped a new preview of a song, Nay, which is going to be their main song for the commercial, Calpico Water. And the song sounds really good. I'm actually looking forward to it. Yeah, you guys can check what that commercial looks like on our website. And you can also check out the music video for Watashi no Yuake, which is their new song. Also going to be on Shishamo 5, releasing June 20th. I am probably going to try and find the Lunchbox edition.
Ooh.
So the Lunchbox edition comes with, obviously, a lunchbox and a t-shirt of them. So I'm really excited. I'm probably going to try look for that. But yeah, if you guys have a Japanese iTunes account for whatever reasons, if you guys do pre-order the album on Japanese iTunes, you will get their Ashitamo Viva Rock live version, which is Ashitamo is the song that they sung for the Kohaku. So if you really did like that song and wanted to hear what it sounded live in a festival-like setting, go right ahead and try to pre-order that album.
Maybe one day we'll have a Japanese iTunes account.
I have one.
But yeah.
I haven't used it in years.
I don't have one.
I have one too. I just don't have money in that account.
Same.
I keep one for phone reasons and for work reasons. But yeah. Also, do you want to talk about this last bit of news here, Luna?
Yes. I actually got 2 little bits before I get into it, because if there are any Nana Mizuki fans, I don't know how I let this one slide by me. She has a new Blu-ray concert, and it comes out June 20th. If you get the first press edition, you get a poster and a pin and special packaging. I haven't pre-ordered my copy because Daichi took a lot of my money with his new Blu-ray tour that comes out June 27th.
Whoop, whoop.
That was not cheap because I ordered the 3-disc edition, and I don't know what's on the 3rd disc. There are 2 other editions if you just want day 14 or day 15 because they have them separate, or you can get the 3-disc edition, which comes with both concerts and a bonus disc. I did the 3-disc edition, which was a lot more money than I wanted to spend, but I love Daichi, so I kind of couldn't pass it up. The Nana Mizuki one is actually a reasonable price, and if I'm correct, it comes with 2 or 3 discs, and all her concerts are beautiful and glorious. The packaging is amazing. I have a lot of her concerts, and she cost me a lot of money because she releases like 2 or 3 Blu-rays a year. But if anyone's interested in that, that's always a great pickup. CD Japan has it.
Where
Amazon
can
Japan
you
also has it.
pre-order that for those extra goods?
CD Japan, they have that up, and Amazon Japan as well. If you have an Amazon Japan account, I cannot say if it ships to the US, but CD Japan does. They're still in stock. I would pre-order it early just because if you want the extra goods, it's only with the first press edition. So I will say, though, I have a couple of her pins and posters because I do love her. CD Japan has a really good price on it right now, too. Yes, Asia also has it, but I don't know if you'll get the goods with it for sure. But that being said, the big news I want to talk about is Namie. Ken put an article up about it. She is releasing her final tour, finally, on Blu-ray. There are going to be 5 editions of this. Comes out August 29th. It is already available for pre-order on CD Japan. So it actually is, this concert is worth getting because it comes with 3 discs on each of the editions. So each edition is going to come with her last day of the tour, which was June 3rd in Tokyo. It'll also come with her concert in Okinawa that she held in 2017. But the 3rd disc this is how they get you with the 5 different editions, which is making me cry because I'm contemplating. So it comes with exclusive of each dome she performed at. So it'll be an exclusive concert to Sapporo, Fukuoka, Nagoya, Osaka, which is the Kyocera Dome, and the Tokyo Dome, which she'll have 2 versions of that, one in May and then the last one in June. I already know a couple people who bought all 5 editions. I'm thinking about it because they're going to have a little bit different track listing depending on which edition you get. Maybe varies. Looks like by 1 or 2 songs. I haven't figured that out yet because my mind is just blown by all the tracks on it. They all have different covers. If you do pre-order it, CD Japan actually has specials with it. Right now it's actually 10% off on the pre-order. You also get a B2 size poster, a logo sticker. It comes with Hope featuring One Piece because I think that was used for the anime if I'm correct. I don't know though. And then a multi-angle live clip of that. And then How Do You Feel Now, a multi-live angle clip of that, only with the first press edition. And then it says exclusive live performances for each edition, which I'm still trying to figure out which performances are, exclusive, but I'm guessing she'll have different outfits for each edition. So I'm really tempted to get all 5, but they're about $66 each USD. And that's on sale. The full price will be probably around $76 when it goes back to full price USD. I can't decide. It's such a hard choice, and I don't have all that money to shell out, but I do get until August. So to decide. I would recommend pre-ordering it early. I don't know how limited the bonus goods are. I'm probably going to reserve at least 2 editions right now and maybe more later. We'll see. I don't know. It's a difficult choice, especially if you love Namie and you want to watch all those different versions. If only they released a combo pack with all of them, I would have bought it. So
Yeah, they probably will at the end of the year.
I don't know.
Probably.
Do you really think so? I don't want to take that chance and not buy all 5, but then if they do...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they won't, but knowing our luck, which isn't good, by the way, it will happen in, next year or something like that.
And then I'll be sitting there crying. The one thing I do want to see them release, and she's retiring, I don't think it's going to happen, but I was hoping, Avix, if you're listening, you should do this. What you guys did with Ayumi's Blu-ray collection, all her music videos on Blu-ray. Do this for Namie. All of them are on DVD. Most of them are on DVD. There's a few on Blu-ray. They're all spread out over releases. I still do not have Speedstar because it's only on her single. Please release every Blu-ray music video she's ever done. I know you guys can do it. That would be amazing. Also, you guys should re-release the Sweet Chick albums. She had 2 of those, and that would also be awesome to put those on a Blu-ray release with those videos, because you can't really find them. It's only on DVD, and quality's not that great. I really think Avex should do that, because the Sweet Chick songs were not even included on her Finally, which made me sad. I know it was an alternate persona, but it made me sad it wasn't included. But if Avex is listening, that would be the smart thing to do. Release a complete Blu-ray collection with something really cool and exclusive. Maybe some little Namie figures. Like Ayupan has hers, Namie has hers too. So that's my bit of news, but check it out on CD Japan. And Yes Asia. And Amazon Japan.
Yeah, I believe her last concert was this past week, right?
Yes, it was June 3rd was her last one.
Yeah. So we at Ongaku to You like to thank Namie Amuro for all her hard work over the many, many years of her career. And we appreciate what she's done over the industry. So, and if we ever do a artist spotlight for her, that will be a very long episode. Let me tell you that much.
It'll take us a while to listen to it all from beginning to end. I have everything, even including the Sweet Chick albums. And it's a big listen to her from when she first started with the Super Monkeys until now, and it's an amazing transition, and finally does a good job showcasing it, but it's still not the same because there's so many songs I wish that were included that weren't. But I want to thank her for all her hard work, her inspiration. I've been listening to her. She was one of the artists who got me into Japanese music, as she did an ending to Inuyasha. And that was she actually did 2 songs for Inuyasha, and that's how I found out about her, and I've been a fan of her ever since. So I would say 2004, 2005. And I'm going to cry while watching this concert because I know this is it, and I'm really disappointed I didn't get to see her last tour. I'll get to see it on Blu-ray, but I'm going to be crying my eyes out watching this.
Which Inuyasha endings did she do?
She did Come, and she did 4 Seasons, which was for one of the movies. I can't tell you which number ending it was, but she did the ending theme Come.
I don't remember which one that is.
My way, da, 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 da,
it's not sounding familiar.
Well, I can't sing, so look it up afterward and watch the ending, and you might recollect it. I really like that ending theme, and I loved 4 Seasons, which she did for the movie. She did release a music video for it way, way, way later. It is a beautiful song.
Oh,
4 Seasons made me cry when I heard it.
Well, I've been on the fence all week, literally just on the fence about to dive into Inuyasha, because I love that show so much, and it's been an eternity since I've watched it. But
same. I might sit down and watch it, and I have every season and all the movies, and the final act. I've never watched the final act yet.
I've not
I've
seen
been
the final
thinking
act
about
either.
sitting down and watching the whole series again. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, lately I've been thinking about the scene where they're climbing Mount Hagakure, and it's Sango and Moroku, and Sango took lead, and so Moroku's just like, don't stare at her butt, don't stare at her butt. Oh God, I'm staring at her butt, because it's got that purifying aura. So if you think bad thoughts, like he gets sick, and so he's trying to not think dirty thoughts about Sango, and she's in that skin tight outfit, and you're just rolling over laughing the entire time he's on that mountain.
You really make me miss watching it, and I want to watch it again. It had a great theme song, great soundtrack. Yeah. It's still one of those shows I just haven't had the time to sit,
It was so long. I
Able
mean,
to sit and watch
the
it.
original series did run 176 episodes. It's not a. You watch it in a day
167
and you're
episodes,
done.
4 movies. Yeah, I can't right now.
I wish.
I know, I do too. I'm thinking about it, but it's sitting on my shelf. I need to sit down and watch it again. Hopefully soon. Maybe.
But yeah, with that, let's move on to some of the Orcon stuff. Woohoo.
Yay!
Yes. It was a good week for AKB.
And starting off, yeah, you're just waiting for number 1. For number 10, it is Daisuki de Daikidai by Code V. This is a first time I've heard of them. This is a Korean group going into the Japan market again.
I've actually heard them. Surprisingly, I've actually heard of them. I actually liked the song. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. It was. I
didn't get a chance to listen to it, but it sounds really negative.
Song, if I remember correctly. But
so.
Yeah, not much we can say about it. It's used for a ending theme song for a television
Drama?
show. Yeah, no, it's a television show. It's like a variety show.
Oh, okay.
The ending theme song for a variety show is I dislike it, I hate it. Really?
I would say I wouldn't translate it that way. Well, I would say I love you, I hate you. You know, that type of thing. I don't know. How would you translate it, Ken?
I love you, I hate you.
Yeah, that's kind of how I did too.
The Google Translate tripped me up.
Singers who do that.
Google Translate tripped me up because it says I hate it and I hate it, and I'm like, wait a second, that's not right. Yeah, because it's Daisuki and Daikirai, so yeah, I love it and I hate it. So, yeah. Still.
Yeah, that's how I translate it. But
yeah, it sold a lovely 10,019 copies. And going on up to number 9, it is Uchida Yuma with New World. I really like the song.
I did too, a lot. And I like the video. I wish if I would have got to see more of it. It was very colorful and bright.
Yeah, and he did some good dancing, which I really did like.
He
if you guys don't know, this is Uchida Maya's younger brother. So if you remember from the Kyoryu Hunter collab video that we or podcast that we did, Uchida Maya is a very big seiyuu, and Uchida Yuma is also a very big seiyuu in his own right. I believe he voiced the Ein, that's his name, in Bloodborne Orphans. Not too sure.
I haven't watched that one yet.
IBO, Iron Blooded Orphans. Yeah, but Ein's I don't want to say he's a minor character because he plays a very important and significant role in the show, but he's not in every episode. And he goes missing for a huge chunk of season 1, and by season 2 he's not really a character anymore. But yeah. Take that what you will.
Yeah, I mean, I really did like it. He also he's been in a lot of the Gundam stuff. He's also in Gundam Build Fighter Try, I believe.
I've been wanting to watch the Gundam Build Fighters. I've been wanting to watch the Gundam Build.
Same.
I actually bought the 4th volume of Thunderbolt today, but Thunderbolt's a show I've had a hard time getting into.
Yeah, he's in a lot of these like war mech movies because he's also in Macross.
I love Macross, but it's because of who owns the rights to that. We'll never see a Blu-ray release in the US, and we're not going to see anything new Macross. But I have like one of the original ones. I have the original box set of Macross. I love Macross. It's so good. Sorry, I had to chime in on that one.
I chime in all the time. Macross is one of those series, like, I know I would love it, and I've not watched it. Like, I know I would
It's impossible to
love
find.
it.
It's worth
Yeah.
the set I have is probably worth a couple $100. But it's because of who owns it. Harmony Gold. They're a bunch of let's just say they're impossible to do a contract with. So I want us to get it so bad though.
Oh, that's why I know his name. He's the main human character in Detective Pikachu, in the Japanese one.
Detective Pikachu, what's that?
It is a video game where Pikachu just talks, and he is a grungy detective like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Ryan Reynolds
Yeah,
is
it's
the
gonna have
is the English one.
Yeah, he's gonna voice Pikachu in the movie. We have to get that right because in the game
Yeah.
he's not voiced by Ryan Reynolds in the game.
That's true. It's just the movie.
Just the movie. But yeah, I'm very happy for him, and it's very good for his career that he's starting off pretty strong too. But yeah, that sold a wonderful 11,879 copies. So we're gonna go up to number 8, and I'm gonna say this correctly now. It is the Idolmaster Million Theater Generation 8 Escape Melty Fantasia. I think that's how you say that.
Fantasia.
Fantasia.
Yeah.
I could always say Escape.
You could. Well, the way they have it typed, I would almost said Escape because the ES is capitalized and the CAPE is lowercase. So you're like escape.
But yeah, it's theater generation, not the adder generation like we've been saying. Well, how I've been saying it anyway.
I was the one that helped you with that pronunciation, so I mean, live and learn.
Live and learn. But yeah, I mean, nothing I can say about it. I haven't had time to check out Idolmaster yet.
I haven't either.
And mostly because Bang Dream's just been taking over my life, so I can't help that. Can only handle one idol game at a time. But yeah, that sold a wonderful 12,671 copies. And we go up to number 7, which is by Takahashi Shu, and it's Pride. And I really like this song because this is the ending theme song for Major Second, a popular baseball anime that is going on right now. You guys can watch it on Crunchyroll, I believe. So I'm watching it anyway. And it's a fairly good song, and it's a very inspirational song.
It seemed catchy.
I'm trying to,
what 8 seconds I caught of
hold
it.
on. I'm trying to think what song was this. So was it the one where it's all like white and in color, like white at first in the music video, and then it goes to him? Okay.
In blue and black, yeah.
Yes. I remember the video. It was very unique. The song was catchy. It didn't catch my eye as much as Uchida's one. I guess New World caught my eye more because of the upbeatness, but Potato wasn't bad. It was a pretty decent song.
Yeah, well, I've been listening to it because I've been watching the second Major anime, so I really did like the song. I like it much more than the opening, to be honest. So, but yeah, it sold a wonderful 17,446 copies. Very happy to see at least some anime stuff on here that isn't, the usual anime stuff like we usually see. Like Idolmaster. But yeah. Going on up to number 6. Once again, it is Twice with Wake Me Up.
Wake me up. I love this song. I'm sorry. I know we already talked about it. I'm glad it's still selling. It's still doing pretty good.
You know what's really funny? Okay, so at my workplace, I work in a fairly open area. It's pretty much a parking lot. And when I go guide customers to their tours and stuff. But there is this white Corolla, brand new car, and all he does for like 5 hours is just drive around this parking lot and blast his Korean music. That's all he does.
Funny. That's funny.
I keep count of how many times I see him in one day. I think the record was like 12 or something like that.
Wow.
And I'm like, don't you have anything better to do? I don't know why he's doing it. If he's gonna try pick up chicks, then do it in Waikiki. Don't do it in where I work at. You don't need to do that.
Well, and my experience riding around in a truck blasting like your favorite doesn't really attract women. Or
No.
Yeah. It's really funny because he would purposely blast the music just a little bit louder at the more popular areas, because I already know where the popular areas are in my workplace. So he just intentionally puts the music a little bit louder, and then when he drives away, he makes it really soft. And then when he comes a little bit closer to where I work again, he brings it up a little bit louder again. And it's just so funny. But yeah, I mean, I hear this song every so often when he comes by, because he always plays twice also.
Which,
But yeah,
that's a good. I mean, if you're gonna play music, K-pop, I like Twice. I wouldn't be opposed to hearing more Twice.
and it's specifically the girls' bands. I haven't heard him play guys' music, or like 2 a.m. or 2 p.m. stuff. I haven't heard him play that. It's specifically, I guess, a lot of Twice.
Twice, Girls'
I'm not too
Gen.
Yeah, just a lot of the.
4 Minute,
Yeah,
Rainbow, Secret.
just a lot of that. I'm not too sure, but I hear
I'm
Twice a lot because
I'm a huge fan of the girl band, so.
I've heard TT one time. I heard Wake Me Up a handful of times. So it's just funny. But yeah, once again, this sold a wonderful 25,486 copies. As we go up to number 5, yeah, it is very good. It is Gang Parade with Gang 2. I really like the song. This is probably my song of the week.
Do too.
Honestly.
I agree. I was gonna say this is actually my favorite of the week. I really, really like the song. I love the video. I guess because it was really simple, but it was great. I love their outfits. I really enjoyed their vocals too. When I first heard it, I didn't realize it was an idol group because I was actually jogging while I was trying to watch the video. Didn't end well. So I was listening to it, and it didn't sound like an idol group. And then when I watched the video, I'm like, oh, this is an idol group. I wouldn't have guessed.
Yeah, because they sing singly, solo, throughout the entire song, if I'm remembering correctly, right?
Which is why I really liked it, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like your typical idol song, which is really good in my mind.
Yeah.
When you're an idol group and you kind of break the norm of what it means to be an idol, I really appreciate that.
I agree.
But yes, this sold a wonderful 28,438 copies. Going up to number 4, I'm happy that this is number 4, actually. It is Cinderella Girls by King and Prince. So I'm very happy. We didn't have you here last week, Luna. What did you think of the song?
I actually really, really liked this song. I loved it.
And you did win the bet last week.
Yes. And I was still off by like 250,000. But wait, it sold around like 500,000, I think. I knew.
Yeah, it sold like 500,000.
As soon as I heard the song, I immediately thought this is going to be big. I don't know what it was. It was something about this song that I was thinking, oh, everyone's going to love this. So I just had that feeling it would just sell.
And like I said last week, this is good for us as a podcast because we actually get to see what a Johnny's, band gets to go through because we will get to grow as long with them too, which is really good because they are pretty much a brand new band that formed from their Johnny Juniors back in February, if I remember it correctly, and going up to their major debut. And I'm very happy. So we get to actually grow with them and see how their style will change because I'm pretty sure they will be cranking along with the Johnny's machine.
Oh, yeah. I want to see what they do as future releases because their debut single was amazing. And this is a group I'm looking forward to hearing more from.
Yes. I was very excited. Once again, I still really did like the B-side too. Their not Funk It Up was really good too, but the other B-side for their collector's edition, which was You Wanted, was really good. So, but yeah, I'm very excited to hear what's next by King and Prince. And they sold a wonderful 36,517 copies. And we go up to number 3. It is Fake Show by The Ice.
Well, when I was watching that reaction video earlier, they said Dice, so
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm gonna just put the hyphen in there, Dice.
Yeah.
Or what? How did they say it? Dice?
Yeah, they said Dice.
Well, I guess if we're putting it in Japanese version, it says Dice. So, but yeah. I believe we did talk about them a while back.
Yeah, the name looks familiar.
You, Gray, were the only one that actually were able to find a music video, so to speak.
I found one, but it was the reaction video.
Yeah, like you could find reaction videos all day, but the video that I found, like you could hardly hear the music. So, and I only watched it for like a minute. And they didn't start playing the song till like 45 seconds into the video. So, I mean, what I heard, it was nice. But it's weird. The girls that did the reaction video even said like they had a hard time finding it. So it's just one of those songs where I'm glad it did well, but I don't know if we'll. I don't know when we'll get to hear it. Although I am curious.
Maybe when I go to Japan in July.
It is, it is Universal. I'm really surprised they haven't put it out there because Universal's good about putting out their videos.
Yeah, they're fairly good about putting stuff up.
They are. They did have a lot of teasers for it, so maybe we'll see that video a little bit after the single's, done with its sales. They probably want people to buy it, so they have to watch the video if it has a DVD version.
Yeah, they did.
It's a pretty smart move so people actually buy it. I buy a lot of Sony releases so I can watch the videos because Sony are a bunch of jerks. Universal, though, is usually really good, and they make it available for everyone. So I'm thinking the video will appear eventually.
Hopefully.
But yeah. Dice, or The Ice, made 44,736 copies with Fake Show. From the making of, it looks like a very unique way the entrance of the music video was anyway, because they shuddered back and forth in different poses.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it like the way the music video opens is kind of interesting. Yeah.
But yeah, we'll go up to number 2, and it is a double A side by V6. It is Crazy Ray and Keep It Going. Personally, I liked Keep It Going, or Keep Going, much more than I liked Crazy Ray.
Same. I thought the same thing when I listened to both.
I didn't get a chance to listen to either one, but it's nice to see V6 still out there.
So I did not expect the song style I got. So the last time I heard V6 was Change the World from Inuyasha.
Yeah, that was
so when I heard these
17
songs,
years ago.
I don't know why, but it sounded a little different than how I remembered them sounding, I think, by the style. But I did really enjoy it, and they had some really good dance moves too in the videos.
Well, now correct me if I'm wrong, but
So-
V6 is a boys' idol group, so the reason they probably sounded different is because they have different members. I don't think it's a bunch of senior dudes.
Oh, you're right.
And because I mean, like,
Yeah.
like what little bit I did see, like they look a lot younger than they should be. Because I mean, you look at "Change the World" by Inuyasha. That was 2001. So it's 2018. That's 17 years. Like the guy, like if it's the same group of dudes, they would be
In their 40s.
early 40s, mid
Yep.
50s. So yeah, they probably just it's just one of those groups where it's like because it's the same production people behind it.
The name
but
stays the name stays the same, but the members change.
Yeah, the members fluctuate, come and go. So that's probably why.
This is the same group, if I remember correctly.
It's the same?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. They did look older after watching the video. You could tell they were older than that. But I guess their sound, to me, sound a little different. Not their really vocals, but I guess the style. But they all looked like they were older. I didn't realize they were still doing stuff. But I really, really liked the songs. Keep Going definitely stuck with me way more than Crazy Race.
Yeah, mostly because they are owned by Johnny's. So unless you do taboo stuff, for the most part, they kind of got you landlocked to the same group.
I figured they just rotated out members, so like you don't have like 800 groups around. I've actually just pulled up their thing because they are owned by Johnny's. Yeah, I think they're the same peeps. My bad.
Yeah, they're just much older.
But no.
Yeah, but they haven't really done stuff. Like the last song, if I'm remembering correctly, was 2016.
Yeah, Beautiful World.
Yeah, I'm thinking around. Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, beautiful. They did Timeless in 2015 and Beautiful World.
Yeah, they've just been in the Johnny's machine every so often, but yeah.
Yeah, they've been together since
I'm
95.
happy about it. Keep Going is a very good dance number. I did like the car in Crazy Race because they were just modeling it on top of it.
I know. I thought that was actually really cool.
So, yeah, I'm happy for them. And if they just chose any other week, this probably would have been number one. Any other week.
It was bad timing. Yeah, it really was.
In my mind, this is number one. Because if Teacher, oh my God, you can't go up against the Senbatsu single. Like, people have learned time and time again, you won't get one because just the number of crazy fans out there and the number of people that just buy extra amount of copies.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Crazy Braze and Keep Going sold a wonderful 81,338 copies. And we already spoiled number one, and we already knew this since last week.
Yeah, I was like, we spoiled it last week because but still,
1 million.
Yeah.
And it is AKB 48. What teacher? I mean, I bought CDA or Type A, and that include Kimi wa Boku no Kaze, and then Romantic Junbichu, and a lot of other songs are included on the B, C, and D side. So I was only fortunate to get Type A.
I'm surprised. So at least they're smart and they include different songs with different editions, because that's one thing it will make me buy every edition, unfortunately. But I did not buy Teacher yet, just because I have so many other releases that are wiping me out. I did like the song a lot, though.
You could just wait till I go to Japan and buy it for $2 at Book Off.
Exactly, that's what I was gonna say. You can pick me up some cheap singles at Book Off, and I would be happy with that because that's where I want to go back to because all the cheap CDs I can get. I have like a list. It's scary.
I can believe that.
Oh yeah, I have a list. I'm trying to complete discographies, but yeah, like Book Off would be a great place to get this because look at all the people who bought this single for the Senbatsu. I mean, I can imagine people wanting to get as many as they can for this. I mean, it was a really good song. So I mean, I liked it a lot. It was catchy.
I want the Blu-ray. If I'm being honest. Right.
You can watch the video
But yeah.
over and over.
You think I haven't been
I would do the
already?
same.
You undersell me. like I've closed my eyes at night and seen that music video play. No,
Yeah.
I'm curious, how many views does it have on YouTube? Because I mean, it's been on YouTube for forever now.
Oh man, I was just watching it today too. I don't remember. I should have looked.
I'm looking at it's 2.6 million views.
Pull that up. 2.6 million. Just about double what it made, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at the dailies. Like, I wouldn't be too shocked if Teacher's #1 next week too. Because there's only 2 days it's not #1.
I'm trying to think what all comes out next week, actually. Album-wise, Crystal K's album comes out, but I can't think of what single-wise comes out next week, what it would be up against.
Today.
It's gonna die. Well, Lady Baby's new single is gonna die. I already bought that just for support. I haven't listened to it, but that's probably gonna be DOA as soon as we get the numbers for that.
Today.
Yeah, not much.
So like the 7th of June, Teacher sold 50,000 sheets. That's just the 7th.
That's crazy.
So, well, and they only tell you the most recent days. So it's like June 6th and 5th, it was Innocent Days by Sexy Zone. But June 4th.
Oh, that's probably what's gonna. That's probably what's gonna take. It's Sexy Zone and Rad Webs are probably gonna place also.
Yeah, and yeah. I think so too. I saw Red Wimps on there and Sexy Zone, of course. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that is a possibility, but
no. Probably Sexy Zone would be the closest thing that it would take it.
Who is Da Pump?
It's a subgroup for Exile.
Okay, because USA is #5.
that might.
Yeah.
Cinderella Girls is on the
That
rise.
So, but I mean, there's so many things that could happen, but the only thing that I think is close to that would probably be the Sexy Zone song.
Yeah.
And even so, that still might take only 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, with that, that's pretty much the Oricon. Is there anything that we wanted to talk about or have news updates?
Oh, one thing I wanted to say, or one update
right
type
ahead.
of thing. So I didn't think to mention this. Aoyama Teruma dropped a preview of one of her new music videos. I cannot read part of the kanji. It's Sekai no. It looks like. Hold on. Let me go to YouTube because I've watched this video a million times already. I've been like watching it a lot. It sounds like a DDR song, which is the reason I like it so much. It really reminds me of DDR back in the day. And it's definitely a different style from what... Okay, so Sekai no, it looks like Naka and Kokoro together. Ken, do you know kind of what I'm talking about? The kanji wise?
Let me go look at it right now. Hold on.
But it's Sekai no, something I can read half of it. and We Are the World. It's on Universal Music Japan's page, but I personally really, really like the song. It's not one of my favorite songs by her, but it's really interesting because it's like DDR and Gyaru. And you can see like her new fashion style, which is very, very unique in it too. And you also see a snippet of a very, very famous fashion designer and model in there too. So it's Arisa Ueno is in there too. A little snippet of her, but that kind of excited me on that. It got me, interested in finding out like how Thelma's newest album will be. So I'm very curious for that.
Let me try and look that up for you.
Oh, here, I'm on YouTube. Hold on.
Yeah, just send me the link.
Hold on. I'll just put it on there. Give me a second. Copy and paste. My kanji is awful. Hopefully, yeah, there we go. Can you see it? Sekai no. It sounds like Jushi, but I don't know if I'm right.
Yeah, it's Chushin, which is like
Chushin.
middle or heart. Yeah.
Okay. I got the translation right because I knew what two of those were. I just didn't know how to say it because I knew there'd be something to say it. But I personally like the song because it's very DDR-ish, and it kind of has a Gyaru style to it as well, which is interesting because, Gyaru, I feel like, has been out of style since the 2000s, or, was it big in the 2000s. So I personally like this, although it's a completely different style than what she was. She's R&B. This is not R&B in my opinion. But it's a fun song. So for those of you who are a fan of Thelma, I would recommend checking it out. It's very, very different if it's something everyone's used to hearing by her. But that was one of the things I wanted to mention. And Crystal K also dropped a new music video as well for her upcoming album that's coming out. So that should also be on Universal's YouTube page. I think that's the only thing I can really think of that I wanted to mention before. Ken or Gray, did you guys have anything you wanted to say or anything we forgot?
Yeah. Well, obviously, we would like to point out this week's Indie Corner, which is Sweet Sweet Sweets. And they are a 3-member techno band unit that introduces a very interesting style called Pico Pico Kita Kita style, which is very unique because they only have a guitarist, a vocalist, and then this person which they call a design. And this design person pretty much has a soundboard, and they make the beat of the song using that soundboard.
That's interesting. I actually, after you talking about them, it makes me really, really want to check them out.
Yeah, so if you guys do have, they're on Spotify, they are on Apple Music also. I also listen to like 2 or 3 of their songs on Apple Music. You guys should check them out. I fairly recommend Go Go Happy Strike End, which is one of their major songs, I guess. And the singer holds like a giant teddy bear while singing, so it's fairly cute.
That's adorable.
That sounds adorable.
Yeah, you can visit their site, which they have most of their songs on there. They also have an official Twitter, and I believe Go Go Happy Strike End is on the page that we put for our Indie Corner. So go check that out. And I did drop a sneak peek of what we'll probably be doing for this next week's Indie Corner on our Facebook page. So if you guys want to give that a check out, please do. just to get you a heads up on that. But with that, I mean, nothing much. Expect a pretty much vlogs every so often from my part in July. When I go to Japan anyway, you'll see video content made by me then. We'll be doing a lot more reviews. You can check out Luna's BoA album review. It is a very extensive review. It goes through every single song on the track, so
I went a little overboard. But yeah, check it out. Also look for 2 more reviews I am working on 2 right now. I guess I'll announce the artist, but I'm not gonna announce the singles with them because it'll be a surprise. So I will be doing a Kato Milia one, and I will be doing a Dream Aimi one. So look forward to those in the future. The 2 that didn't make the Oricon that I was very, very disappointed about. So, and also look for vlogs from me as well. I will be digging out my camera and doing a little vlog of the media room, the CD room, we'll call it that, because I have maybe you'll get a sneak peek of my Japanese Blu-ray collection as well. But look forward to that, and if you guys have any, like, maybe albums or something you'd like to review that I show on the video, feel free to message us, and I don't mind doing album reviews as well.
And also, with that, please check out our affiliate, Koryu Hunter. He is a Japanese Twitch streamer that talks about plays a lot of horror games now. I think he's going through Resident Evil 7 as we're talking about this right now. So
I'm excited. I've wanted to play that.
See, I wanted to play that, but I wanted to play it in VR, and so I never played it.
Check him out, because that'll be a fun one to check out on Twitch.
Yeah, you can check him out at twitch.tv KYORYUHUNTER, Koryu Hunter. But yeah, I believe he's doing Metroid Prime pretty soon, and I think he's going to be doing E3 breakdowns. And look out for the future, because I might be doing a side project with him fairly soon. More news on that later on. And also check out Bradio at Akon. Please do, please do. We want them to really enjoy America and have them do more shows here.
Yeah, so they can come to Charlotte.
Week, right?
Yes, it's this weekend.
Yeah.
It started today and it goes until Sunday.
Yes.
So definitely check them out. They're going to be doing autographing sessions. They're going to be doing a live concert as well. So give them a warm welcome, especially for all those people in Texas right now.
Yeah. And once again, feel that fro, please.
Oh yeah,
Please
just touch the magic that is that fro. I swear.
I got 2 friends there right now, so I'm actually going to message one of them and tell him to feel the fro for me.
There you go.
It is the majestic mane. Like
majestic mane.
I think magic was used to create that fro. It's the only way.
But yeah, with that, you guys can reach us at ongaku2u@gmail.com. You can email us any concerns about the show. If you like the format we're doing right now, if you want us to talk about more artists, we can also do that. We're still fairly young in the broadcasting process, so to speak.
Yep. And episode 50 is around the corner. Episode 50 is right around the corner. Oh man, don't even remind me about that. Dude, pretty close. We'll be at our 1 year mark after that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's amazing
50
how time
in 1 year
flies.
will be about the same time. It's 52 weeks in a year, so.
Yeah, we only skipped 1 week and we made it up by doing a double episode, if I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, we've hit every week, so.
Yeah, you can reach us at Twitter at ongaku2u. and Instagram at Ongaku to You, where it's mostly
What?
a lot of Luna stuff right there.
What?
Yeah. I haven't posted in a couple days, but be prepared to see more, especially with the Utada podcast coming up. I will be posting some more Utada stuff soon, and other ones I've been listening to.
Sorry for like
Yeah.
the 2
Then
watts,
you
but
can
I
also-
just saw Bradio's releasing an album July 4th.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, we copied that like I want to say a couple months back.
Man,
I remember
like I
correctly.
don't know, I don't know like what time of day it is most days. I was like, oh, so I completely forgot that they had an album coming out July 4th. I'm like, yes. Oh god.
Yeah, it will
I
be
need that in
their
my life.
first, I think, major studio album. I believe it's called Yes, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, it's called Yes, and it's Warner Music Japan. So yeah, that's because the first 2 albums was Hero Music Entertainment.
Yeah.
Now it's Warner Music
Yeah.
Japan. So,
It is Yes, and tour will be after that. Going to they're going to cross country tour 21 different locations or something like that.
Oh wow,
But
that's
yeah,
crazy. That's
come
awesome.
to Charlotte, please.
Speaking about our new site, you guys should go to our site at ongakuchiyu.com. Updated fairly daily. I take usually 2 days off because I'm usually exhausted. And you can also look at our reviews there. So please give any criticism on that. But we have 2 reviews up right now. I believe it is my Mflow review and Luna's Boa's review. So please do.
But look forward to
mine's a
more,
little
so
bit
keep
of-
checking.
Yeah, look forward to more, and hopefully we can have Grade do some reviews too of Little Glee Monster or something like that.
As soon as my schedule frees up, I'd love to do something with Bradio. Like I'd love to review Freedom or Power of Life, or something like that. Just because such a huge fan of them, we talk about them all the time. I'd like to do more because they're one of my top favorite bands. I love Bradio. This is so good. But yeah, right now it's just my schedule's like I have a free moment. I'm not writing anything. I'm watching TV because I need it.
You need to
So
catch up on all
hopefully.
those DC shows, right?
I'm actually 2 weeks behind on Supergirl, so I'm caught up on everything else because everything else is
But
off
yeah.
the air. But
Yeah, with that, I want to thank you guys very much for listening to this episode of Ongaku to You. You guys have a wonderful week, and thank you very much. This is Ken, signing off.
Everyone have a wonderful night and week. We will talk to you next week. This is Luna signing off.
And you guys have an excellent week. Sorry I've been quiet. I've had a headache, so I've just kind of stayed in the background. But you guys have a great week, and looking forward to talking to you guys next week. Later.